This last school season was a lot of fun. You know, my team, we went 36-2, lost in the Final Four, unfortunately, but it was a really fun season. We overcame a lot of adversity, and we proved a lot of people wrong because a lot of people thought we'd never make it out of the region, and we went all the way to the Final Four. We've had the same group since we were 8th graders, freshmen, so we've built a foundation, and we exploded through national rankings.
And first off, it sounds like you guys have a little chip on your shoulder, right?
Right.
Where does that come from?
I think it just comes from like the people who doubted us when we were younger. You know, like we were a young team, but we were still beating like a lot more veteran teams. So like we just played with a chip on our shoulder and knew they were still going to say something to us no matter what. So it was just a matter of time before we really kicked things into high gear.
For sure. And you mentioned how this group goes way back. What kind of is the benefit of that to you?
It's just we know how each and every one of us play. We know like what fits, what doesn't fit. We know our highs, we know our lows. So that definitely benefits a lot. It makes the game a lot easier for us, and it knows that we trust each other on and off the court.
And looking at this past season, if you have to like identify like some of your favorite moments, some of the highlights of the season, what would those be?
It would definitely be winning the Billy Hicks Classic. Billy Hicks was a legend around Scott County, and he coached my brother when my brother was going through high school. Unfortunately, he passed away the week before the tournament started, and he was at our game that Saturday, and he said how much he loved our team. He's ready for us to win the Billy Hicks Classic, and he was hopefully going to go with us to Myrtle Beach, but you know, God had other plans for him, so that we just wanted to win it for him. Winning the region, you know, the last 2-3 years we always went out second round in the region. So this year was just about making it out of the region. So when we won that region championship game, it was like the best night of our lives. You know, like we went out, we celebrated. We were probably out till like 1-2 in the morning, just celebrating as friends, having fun, and it was this was probably our best season.
And what do you feel like you kind of learned in the past that helped you get over the hump this year?
Just to play a lot more physical. You know, as we got older, the more we got older, the stronger we would get. So just to play through contact, play stronger. We always knew the refs weren't going to be on our side, so we knew that we had to play through them too. So just being able to play without whining, and being able to play and not give up.
And how about off the court? Are there any memories from this past season that stand out off the court?
Just how much we hung out together. You know, the last couple of years COVID kind of shut that down a little bit. But this year we're COVID free. We were hanging out 24/7. You know, every single chance we got, everywhere we went, we were always with each other, no matter where we were. Like we were in the hotel room, you would probably catch 15 of us in one hotel room. So it was a lot of fun, just being able to travel and spend time with some of my best buddies.
That's not necessarily how it is for everyone, having that bond with their teammates. How do you guys feel like you form that bond, and how does that benefit you as a whole?
I mean, we're from a small town, about 3,500 people or 35,000 people. So just being able to, we grew up together. So being able to go to the same high school, it just helped grow that bond even stronger. So we knew once we got on the court together, it was going to be hard to beat us.
And if you had to kind of identify like the biggest way that your game took a step this year, what would that be?
Being able to play through contact, playing through double teams. My sophomore year, I was a little bit fragile. I didn't like contact. I hated it when people would double team or like they put like the biggest, strongest guy on me. But over the course of the summer, you know, I went to Euro camp, had to play against like 25-year-old men. You know, Matt knows. I had to learn to play stronger, and you know, when I came back for high school, I knew it was time to kick it into high gear and play without worrying about calls and playing through contact.
And so, do you primarily attribute that experience to what helped you develop that kind of ability to play through physicality, or was it something else as well?
Yeah, I mean, I got in the weight room too, so that definitely benefited me a little bit. But just being able to take that experience I had in Euro camp and bring it back to my high school, it helped me shape our team a little bit better. It helped us play a little bit stronger. I pushed the guys a lot harder because that's what they did to us in Italy. So I told them if they wanted to make it big, we had to push ourselves every day and be the best version we can be.
Absolutely. And now, looking at this summer, what are kind of some of your goals? What's your mindset for that?
One goal is to win 3 SSB. You know, we've been one of the top teams in 3 SSB every year, and we somehow get upset. Hopefully to go undefeated. You know, the last couple of years we've only lost like 1-2 games, so hopefully to go undefeated this year, and just being able to get everybody noticed, get everyone D1. That's probably my main goal.
And what do you think it takes as someone who's seen success in different projects to you know, whether it's going undefeated or win the SSB, what do you think that takes?
It definitely takes just being able to impact the game in different ways. You know, you don't have to be the player that scores 30, 35 points a game. You got to be the person who will dive on the floor, who will take a charge, get rebounds when you need it. I mean, score also, but just being able to impact the game, whether it's through your offensive side or through your defensive side, just being able to impact the game.
And you mentioned, you know, 2 different things. Do you feel like your role in the summer is any different than it is during the school year, or is it largely similar?
I think it's a little bit different. You know, at my school ball, I'm one of the best players on the team. I'm the team captain, so I really got to push people. But here, you know, we're pretty much on the same playing level. So I mean, I help to like sort of lead the team a little bit, but I mean, everyone has an opinion. Everybody has a voice on this team, so it's pretty much like everyone's a team captain.
And what is that like for you to toggle between being this like vocal leader, this top player, and then come here and you have so many good players, so many leaders around you? What's that process like for you?
I mean, this shapes me to be a better leader, just playing around better guys. So when I go back to my high school, it's just it's easier to be more vocal and be easier to push them a little bit, make them better. And being in high school, you know, having such a great season and then bringing it to AAU, it's an easy transition. Just being able to kick it into another high gear, play with a lot of intensity, and play as hard as I can. Just being able to improve my game and show people that I'm not just a big that shoots layups. I'm a versatile big, and just being able to prove everybody wrong. You know, everybody thinks since I play in Kentucky, I really can't play against bigger, better competition, but trying to prove everybody wrong and play with a chip on my shoulder and show them that I'm one of the best bigs in the country.
And you mentioned, you know, improving your game, sure there's a lot to it. What are you kind of focused on right now in your development process?
Just being able to handle the ball. You know, if I get the offensive rebound, being able to bring it up the court and throw outlets, or being able to knock down the trail 3. That's probably what I'm working on most right now. Just being able to help my team, you know, because we're a team of 3-point shooters. So I dominate on the inside, but I want to be able to stretch my game as well.
And what's the process like for you as you're looking to improve that and implement that more into your game?
I mean, I'll go to the gym at 7 in the morning, shoot 500 shots, and then go through school, then go after school, get another 500 shots in. Just working on different form shots and just catch and shoot stuff. So that's probably what I'll be shooting. You probably won't see me shooting between the legs, behind the back, you know, 3 ball from 40 feet. So I work on things that I would probably do in the game.
And where does that kind of drive and motivation to keep rounding your game out more?
Just seeing how people play in the NBA, you know, Anthony Davis, probably the best 4 in the league right now. He's a very versatile big. He can play 4 or 5, play the 1, can shoot the 3, can post up. You know, that's probably one of my bigger inspirations. He's just being able to watch and see what he does. It brings a lot of motivation, showing that a scrawny kid can make it in the NBA and can be a beast.
For sure. And now, can you just kind of walk us through what the first session and this session so far have been like for you?
First session was great. We went 4-0. You know, we brought a couple of new pieces this year, so I think the first session was just learning about each other's games. We didn't have much high-scoring games. Probably got in the low 70s, high 70s at most. So we're trying to figure out each other and make sure we knew the right reads and just seeing how each other plays. This first game, we played Darren Peterson, you know, top 5 guard, #1 guard in the country. We beat them 81-69, and it just showed today that we just had to get our feet under us, and we would have been ready to go.
For sure. And do you feel like you have any major takeaways from your play so far, your experience so far?
Major takeaways from this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the level of competition has rose in a year. You know, being a 16U, it wasn't like as competitive as it is now. But I guess since it's everyone's last year AAU, they want to prove a point. So definitely the competition level. The intensity of the game is a lot better. We're playing a lot faster and playing a lot more physical. So it's definitely a preparation for what comes next.
For sure. And switching gears a little bit, I know you were at the USA Mini Camp back in April last month.
Right.
What was that experience like for you?
It was a great experience. It was my first USA camp. Just being able to wear USA across my chest, it was a complete honor. Being at that camp, playing against other top players in the country, it was a lot of fun because I love to compete, I love to win. So it was a lot of fun being there, being able to go to the Final Four. It was my first Final Four ever. So being there, seeing that shows where I want to be when I get to college. I want to be in that Final Four. I want to be in those moments. And just seeing that the USA, that Michael Brooks and Sean Ford believe in me, that meant a lot to me. That I improved a lot since my high school season. A lot of clips were shown that I was just a bully inside and just wanted to use my length to score. But at USA camp, I tried to stretch out my game and be more of a versatile big instead of being a big that just bullies in the paint. I tried to, shoot the three. I tried to attack off of a closeout. I tried to do different things to show that I'm not just a paint guy.
Do you feel like there's any one big takeaway or lesson you got to learn from that experience?
Just to kick my motor into high gear and never stop running. Being able to move without the ball and just being able to set my teammates up for what I like to call advantage basketball.
And can you walk us through what the latest recruitment's like, how that's been going for you?
So with all these new coaching changes, it's been a little chaotic. Coach Musselman at USC, he texted me the other week. Calipari at Arkansas, he texted me. Coach Pope called me and my family about a week ago, hoping to get us on campus here soon. Scott Drew, he texts me every now and then. Indiana, they're hitting my line like crazy. Notre Dame came to my house. Louisville's new staff, they called me the day the head coach got announced, and then they came to my house a week later. So that was a lot of fun, and just having all these new people contact like Kansas and North Carolina, it shows that a lot of people in the country believe in me.
For sure. And over the next few months, are you looking at maybe taking any more visits yourself anywhere?
Not in the summer. I'm trying to get through summer ball and just get through the AAU season. But probably when the late August, early September is probably when I'll start setting up officials. I'll narrow my list down and take officials from there.
For sure. And were you watching March Madness this year?
Of course.
What were some of your favorite moments or biggest takeaways from it?
DJ Burns. He was a monster. Once they won the ACC tournament, I honestly thought no one was going to beat them. He was just killing everybody. He got lucky he met Zach Edey in the Final Four, because I think if they would have played like Alabama or somebody like that, they probably would have been in the national championship. So they surprised me a lot. And Alabama beat North Carolina. That was probably my favorite moment. They showed a lot of adversity. They had a good season, but the SEC tournament didn't really go their way. Just the way that they improved from Christmas, they got a lot better. Grant Nelson, unbelievable player, he's a stretch big, and the way he was playing throughout March Madness was phenomenal.
And a lot of the players you mentioned there are bigs. A lot of the teams you mentioned, their star players are bigs. What are kind of your takeaways as far as how you'll transition to that next level?
Just being able to watch them and see how they play, just watching how they impact the game. It just shows me what I need to work on while I'm still in high school. Just seeing how physical they are, how big they are, shows how I need to hit the weight room and get a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger, and just seeing the level they play at shows me what I need to be at when I become a freshman in college.
Sure. And down the line, as opportunities become available, is there any kind of dream NIL deal that you might have?
That's a tough one. Probably like Papa John's pizza or something, because like I love Papa John's, and probably to get like a player card or something. That'd be kind of fun. But you know, everything comes with a reason. God has my plan for me, so He knows what's going to happen. I don't, so I'm just praying on it and seeing hoping just all goes for the best.
Sure. Just a couple more questions. If you kind of leave this summer, giving one takeaway to coaches, fans watching on, what would you want that takeaway to be?
That I'm more than just a bully in the paint. I can impact the game in so many ways, and that I've really changed a lot every time. I get better every time you see me.
And what's kind of your mindset, your mentality? What are your goals heading into next high school season?
Go undefeated in the state of Kentucky, win the state championship. We're going to the City of the Palms next year, so win the City of the Palms, win the Beach Ball Classic. Just being able to prove everybody wrong and show that Great Crossing is one of the top teams in the country. So